Good Friday afternoon to you. I'm Storm Surge 7 meteorologist Brian James. The first weekend of spring is upon us, and the problem is it's not going to look or feel much like spring around here at all. We have a chilly day tomorrow, downright cold weather for Sunday and Monday before things do start to improve, and I'll talk about the extended forecast. We also have a chance for a few showers coming up later on tonight. The big story, I think, is going to be the strong winds coming up for tomorrow afternoon. More details on that, too. First, we're looking at the possibility of a few showers coming up later on tonight. Computer models showing a few showers developing later on this afternoon into early this evening across northeastern New Mexico, maybe the western parts of the Oklahoma Panhandle. A few more showers back into south-central parts of New Mexico, and those will be the ones we'll watch for later on tonight, making their way off toward the east and northeast, and may affect the central Panhandle as we head into, say, about midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning or so. I'm not looking for anything heavy, but you can see the heavier bands of snow well to the north of us across northeastern parts of Colorado, northwestern Kansas. But they are going to try to work their way a little farther south, and there's a chance for a little bit of snow, mainly across northeastern parts of the high plains for Saturday night into Sunday. We'll advance to that time frame to show you what's going to happen. You can see the whole storm system dropping down toward the south with some of that snow trying to work its way into the Oklahoma Panhandle and northeastern parts of the Texas Panhandle. Not looking for anything heavy, but some light dustings of accumulation possible with the strong winds, probably some blowing snow as well. May briefly reduce visibility too, especially as we head through Saturday night into very early Sunday, but this whole storm system is going to quickly move off to the east, so we're not looking for much heavy snow at all. Just some very light snow, and that's going to be just about it. Maybe enough to coat the grass briefly in a few areas, but probably not much more than that. Bigger concern for tomorrow is easily going to be the wind. Now, when we start the day tomorrow, it's not going to be too bad. The winds will be about 15 to 25 miles an hour, but watch what happens. Look at the string of the brighter colors back off the mountains of New Mexico during the morning hours tomorrow. Watch what happens during the afternoon. You're going to see those brighter bands develop and work their way off the mountains of New Mexico, eastern plains of New Mexico, and then into the western panhandle. So those winds are going to develop back to the west and spread into the area. That probably means we'll have a layer of dust, perhaps a wall of dust, develop in eastern New Mexico and spread into the panhandles from the west as we head through the afternoon tomorrow. And you can see some of these yellow shadings indicating sustained winds in excess of 30 miles an hour, certainly possible, about 30 to 35. Yeah, that's a pretty good possibility as we head through the afternoon, but that's just sustained wind. Some of the wind gusts could be near 50 to 60 miles an hour. That's going to be enough to possibly reduce visibility down near zero at times, especially away from town. And by the way, the wind directions are going to be from the generally west to northwest. So those north-south roads are going to be impacted a little bit more, like the Dumas Highway down along I-27, headed down toward Lubbock as well. So please be careful, especially on those north-south oriented roads. Eventually, the winds are going to drop off by Sunday afternoon, and you can see as we head through late in the night on Saturday into early Sunday, a lot of those strong winds start to get pushed farther south. So things will quiet down by the time we get to Sunday afternoon. It's just going to take a little bit more time. In terms of advisories and warnings, the brown shading you see here in the eastern Oklahoma Panhandle, north central and western parts of the Texas Panhandle, that is a high wind warning in effect. Also, eastern New Mexico has a high wind warning. And then the lighter tan shadings indicate a wind advisory in effect for the day tomorrow. So it looks like most of us are going to have to contend with the strong winds, but farther north, it's going to be a winter storm. They have winter storm warnings already up for north central, northwestern parts of Kansas, and also northeastern sections of Colorado and southwestern parts of Nebraska. So remember, it could always be worse. The forecast for tonight does call for more cloud cover, that chance for a few hit-and-miss showers. And it's going to be breezy tonight, southeast to southwest winds, 15 to 25 miles an hour. Temperatures down in the low to mid-30s north, upper 30s near 40 farther south. And for the day tomorrow, it's going to be cold farther north. Temperatures only in the low to mid-40s. Farther south you go 50s and eventually 60s. Some morning clouds, especially back toward the west, but those will clear out quickly as we head through the morning. Farther east, the clouds will stick around a little bit longer, but eventually even some breaks in the clouds should develop across eastern parts of the high plains. But those sustained winds, 25 to 35 miles an hour from the northwest. Some of the wind gusts, though, could be around 50 to 60 miles an hour. So, yes, blowing dust is likely. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I wanted to show you the 7-day forecast to show you that after we get through the cold weather for Sunday and Monday, Tuesday still below normal with a mix of clouds and sunshine. But after that, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday looking much better, upper 60s to low 70s. And thankfully, it doesn't look too windy either. Maybe a little breezy on Wednesday, but Thursday and Friday right now look like a couple of very nice days. Hopefully, that will stay that way. We'll have more weather information coming up on Pro News 7 at 5, 6, and 10. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Twitter as well. Have a great Friday and a wonderful weekend.